Hello and welcome back to the first round back nine coverage of the 2020 River City Open here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. We have got a couple of hosers commentary. Jeremy Colling joined by the Crusher, Thomas Gilbert, former champion of this event. We got some hot scores in the front nine.
Absolutely, yeah. We got the card shooting 3 6s and myself at 4, and then we have Jeremy Colling with a 7 down through 9 start, and Austin Hannum beating him by 1 with an 8 down through 9 start. So super hot stretch for those guys. Here we are on the back nine.
And hole 10 is a par 4 where you just want to get around this tree right into this area right here, and then the basket is over to the left across the water. We're going to take the long way around in case somebody doesn't want to go for it in 2. Everyone's going to be going for it in 2. Yeah. Over here to the geese, that couldn't have been timed better. Really a beautiful green. This is a pretty fantastic hole.
Mm-hmm.
And Kyle with a incredible stretch that he's on right now after starting out even par through the first 3.
Already the last 6 holes in a row. That was a great shot with his Crescent Falcon 2.
And Marweed going a bit further, putting himself in excellent position right there.
Perfect position. Nice thrown FD there from Andy.
I played with Andrew, and I asked him, do you prefer Andrew or Andy? And he said, either one, just not Drew. And he made a big putt, and I said, nice putt, Andrew. I put them together like not on purpose. So I think I'm going to start calling him Andrew.
Andrew from now on?
Yeah.
Let's make it happen.
And these are 4 great drives, leaving about 315 feet from this position here.
Yep. Kyle going with his stable FD2. Just hanging out to the right, knowing that it'll fade.
It's starting to fade, and it skips right under the pin. That'll be a tap-in.
Such a nice shot there by Kyle.
And that is going to be 7 straight, really putting together a show right now on his home course.
Chris Dickerson doing a similar thing. I think this might be his A3.
Wow.
Yep.
That'll be a birdie for Chris.
Great shot there. Andrew going with the same FD on the second shot.
We mentioned this in the front nine, but Marweed is the reigning champion of this event. And this is held on a bit long. This is wide. That is going to be a very scary putt to a downslope to water right behind the pin. I would imagine Marweed will most likely have to lay that one up for the par.
Yeah, and here I got my Mako 3 trying to go at the pin, but I was definitely erring to the right side because the year before I infamously took an 8 on this hole.
Oh, no.
Going in the water 3 times.
Oh, no.
So I was just mostly thinking get it over.
And Marweed does give that a little bit of a run, and that can get scary behind the pin.
I'm just trying to give it a little half go.
Yep.
Chris there again, just with a nice solid putt. Kyle's going to be the last one to putt out as me and Marweed here tap in the pars.
Awesome approach for Kyle, as the best putter in the game is usually a driver.
Oh, yeah.
Tapping it in, keeping that stretch alive, heading into back 9. Hole 11, par 3, 414 feet. I feel like it might be a little bit shorter than that, but it's just a pitch across the water and trying to avoid the right hanging branches that can knock down any of the hyzer shots that are too wide.
Mm-hmm. Kyle going with that same FD2.
And this is too wide. This needs to get through the trees, and it does. And look at that. That is best case scenarios. It goes without touching a single leaf and skips all the way up to right outside circle 1. Dickerson turning this just ever so
Mhm.
slightly, but now it's starting to fade. I really feel like he's.
Yeah.
I might put him up if the whole world needed to be saved by meteor by someone birdieing this hole. I might put Chris as one of the guys I would choose to throw
Definitely.
the shot.
Yeah, I think that was his M2, which he has famously thrown very well.
And that is a play I'm very interested in, as Marweed goes forehand, obviously a very forehand dominant player,
Mm-hmm.
and just puts it 20 feet away.
I threw this way too low,
Boy.
asking for a skip. I thought that berm was going to get a little bit more of a skip, but hit in bounds and then kicked out and tried to save the par there, but just a little bit low.
And that OB line is painted just a bit higher than the water line itself. And there's the first par in the last hour for Kyle,
Mm-hmm.
as his putt drifts right. Marweed showing that knowledge of the course as he plays to his position with a, I don't want to call it unorthodox forehand. The hole certainly is just a pitch across the water, but those trees really do block that forehand play.
Yeah.
Executes his game plan to perfection and gets the birdie, as does Chris. Kyle had to check twice to make sure it got over the rim. And it did. And that'll be the first bogey on the card, unfortunately. Oh, the second bogey on the card. My apologies. Hole 12, 252 feet, par 3. I don't want to give you the name of this hole. They call it the Goose Poop Island. It's not an island, it's a peninsula.
Yeah.
But
A really unique hole on this course.
it really is. And so Chris is actually going to go the high, wide way, but
Yeah.
you're going to see a lot of players pitch over the water. But Chris
Yeah.
just playing the hyzer, and anything in that high grass is out of bounds. It's not just the water. Now this I'm surprised to see.
Yeah. I was surprised too. He threw this just a little bit too wide, and I didn't realize it was that close. Just barely skipping out of bounds.
Kind of bouncing to the right, staying OB. This is the more visually appealing play, I'd say.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh.
don't do that. Oh, and that's what happens so often on this such a small hole, and it's rounded. So a lot of
Yeah.
times, if it just stands up at all,
It's gonna roll.
it's going to roll.
So I'm throwing my pig here and get a little bit lucky through the long grass.
Yes, that is a great break, and
Yes.
you're left with that scary putt from edge of circle,
Mm-hmm.
as is Chris. And yeah, that's a
Yeah.
great putt. A nice soft touch as well. If that putt misses, he's really in no danger of going OB. Marweed able to save the par. Now this is not decision time. You're definitely going for it, but okay. Yeah, it didn't take much time to
No.
decide to make it.
Kyle here with this 22-footer to save par.
And he makes it.
I really like Kyle's putt a lot. I like how he just brings it to that right hip and then just pops it on a straight line
Mhm.
directly at the basket. Very consistent.
Yeah, the way that he loads the putt up, it kind of keeps it centered so that it's hard to pull the putt either left or right.
Holy.
And so this drone must have been flying another year, because that is not what we're looking at currently. This is straight par 3, 350 feet, with none of that in the way. As you can see, the
Wow.
course maintenance guys, they were really quick to clean it up
Uh-huh.
from that drone flight to this shot. And Chris has thrown an absolute gem, just sliding his mid-range
That is a fantastic shot.
right up to the pin. And are you going mid-range as well?
Yep, I'm going that same glow rock 3. Just put a little bit high
Oh, it needs to start drifting right.
and it catches those branches.
Oh, wow. Did that save you?
I'm not sure. I feel like it might have hit that tree, that limb that had broken off, but I
Mhm.
don't know whether or not that would have kicked me out of bounds. So I'm not happy or sad that it hit that branch.
And that just was a bit too high for Kyle.
Yeah. Similar result there.
Leave him in the 50-foot left to go to the pin. Marweed going just a high sidearm.
Yeah.
This is coming up quite a bit short.
Nice little friendly roll forward. And this is his 2019 Sexton Firebird.
Okay.
He likes to use that one for scarier runs with water nearby.
Of course.
And
You do not want to be throwing a 2016 Firebird in the water. Oh, and Kyle swings that right. Never gets back left in time, at least.
Ooh, super high putt. Oh my word.
What? Oh my goodness.
Someone call out Greg Barsby.
And look at this. He's walking. He knows exactly what's about to happen. And Marweed, a basketball player throughout his high school days, almost took it to college. That was a half-court shot.
Kyle, just a little bit high left.
Oh, and that will be a bogey for Kyle as you tap in your par, and we'll finally make our way up to Chris Dickerson's drive.
I still can't believe
That was an insane putt.
Oh, do you think that might hold a record for one of the highest putts ever made?
Have you ever heard of Ken Franks?
I have not.
Ken Franks putted like that from 20 feet. So no, I don't think that breaks any records. Ken Franks, I hope you watch this footage someday, man. Hole 14, 479 feet, or 439 feet, par 3. It says 479, but I believe the hole was actually shortened just a bit.
We got Chris throwing his FX2.
Oh, and he turns it over big time.
Just pulls that over a little bit too much. Trying to put a little too much power on it, but that has a long look for his run at birdie.
Marweed with a drive that was half the height of his last putt.
Skipping into the circle. That was a great shot there.
And at this distance, what are you going with, a pig or
no
AVR?
I was thinking that this was 479, so I actually went with a low line destroyer.
Just driving into the ground.
Yeah.
But a great shot. Kyle putting some flex on this one.
And I want to see this shot because this looked really good.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Almost ringing it up.
Within a foot.
What, this guy is all over the basket from him. It doesn't matter what distance. He is trying to ring it up. Oof. On the way over here, Kyle told me that he one time got 5 aces in a week, which
that's some impressive stuff.
Ridiculous.
Andy with a solid putt there for his birdie.
And Kyle's just a little bit off the mark right now. 2 up in the last 5 holes.
Yeah.
Not the stretch he needs as Marweed and Dickerson and yourself are picking up birdies. Not a course you can get bogeys on and survive. This is this whole event, this course and Brewer are courses you got to get a lot of birdies on.
Kyle really doing a good job of taking his time, regaining that composure, and hits that putt dead center.
That is a solid par putt. Sometimes when you get a little bit frustrated and you come up to a putt from that distance, you can rush it, not go through your routine. I'm surprised to not see a pump there for Dickerson. Speaking of routine, wow. Slow it down, Chris. You don't want to see any mistakes from that range.
Yeah.
No, it's a good birdie there for Marweed and Thomas. And moving on to hole 15, 275 feet. Just across the water, that's a little tiny bit of water there separates the 2 parts of the fairway. And it's right there in front of you, just a tiny gap.
Yeah.
There is a thumber play, a forehand up the middle, a backhand up the middle with a putter.
How about this option F? Forehand over the top.
And then crashing in here. Okay, well. All right.
I I didn't see this line in practice, but I really liked the way he threw that shot. I'm going here with the Nova straight up the middle, asking for it to slow down.
Brakes, 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 brakes.
And I didn't realize, but it's only the water OB. In years past,
okay.
it had been the long rough that was OB.
Sure, yeah, a lot of places that high grass is out of bounds on the course.
Yeah, but happy to just settle there about 15 feet along the basket.
Chris coming up just a bit short, but a great throw.
And Kyle here with his P3X. Just
Oh no.
And that's going to be costly. Fortunately, he gets to move up to this drop zone.
And off to the right. And I misspoke before. Now he is 2 up in the past 5 holes. Got a bit ahead of myself. But yeah, that is a tough break there, as he's going to lose 2 strokes to the rest of the card. And really the only thing that's keeping him in the mix at all is that nice stretch of 7 in a row. Going to need to turn things around here in the final 3 holes. Get some birdies.
Yeah, the rest of the card picking up 2 strokes there on Kyle. Definitely a hole that you want to get.
You can run into a little bit of trouble with that water early if you don't quite commit to your throw. Zipping that one in there for the bogey. Hole 16, 404-foot par 3. Just have to decide which side of the gap. Most players are going to go to the right side here, flip up maybe a fairway driver, and then try to avoid this tree right here on the right and just get over here in the green. The really difficult part, though, is picking the right angle off a tee, and we're going to see Marweed go with a forehand.
And you like this play, correct?
Oh, yeah. I choose the forehand turnover. I like this play a lot because it opens up away from the trees, and it opens up the backside a little bit more open, and Marweed showing off his power. That didn't look like he really drove it in, but that's 400 feet. Just made it look so simple.
Here I got my understable Thunderbird and just...
Oh, boy.
Yeah. A little bit uncomfortable there. Just didn't really quite commit to it. And Chris committing a little too hard.
Somewhere between those 2 shots is a Marweed result.
Yes. Kyle looking if he can find that sweet spot.
And using the left side of the box to open up more of the gap, and this is looking really good.
Oh, yeah. I believe that's his PD, just right there, 25-footer for a nice, easy birdie. I'm trying to give this a soft little run, kind of spike it in, but I end up coming quite a bit short.
Woefully short.
Yeah.
But that's all right. That'll be a short putt for par.
Yeah.
And Dickerson, the little throw-in attempt. And that's also pretty short. And there's a good birdie for Kyle.
Great pickup there. Getting one of the harder holes, I feel, on the course.
Yeah,
birdie.
It's definitely one of the more rewarding twos. Just the distance and a little bit of technicality that you have to deal with right off the tee certainly makes this one feel a lot better than a lot of the other birdies on the course. And tap in for par. And first the drive and last the putt out is Andrew Marweed.
Man, that's a good feeling.
That's 4 straight for this Michigander. Hole 17, par 3, 363 feet of low ceiling technicality. Players are going to have to decide if they're going to go left or right of this tree right there, and then move their way up to the green, which is right there on the edge of the water. Anything that goes past the basket is sure to go in the water.
Marweed opting for the outside forehand once again.
Oh, wow. Okay, and he held on to this one way too long.
Yeah.
Not even with his power is that going to skip up to the pin.
No. That's a little bit too low and a little bit too wide. Kyle with this flex play. Loving this out of his hand. Coming with a little bit of speed.
Sit. Tree. Stop. Okay.
Yeah.
That's going out of bounds, right?
Yeah.
That's going out of
Yeah.
bounds. If that doesn't hit that tree, but that was a good result.
Mm-hmm. Here I got my T-bird 3, just straightening it up just the way I wanted it.
Oh, yeah.
And I have that putt right there left for a nice easy birdie.
And Chris, not impressed with that effort, without even hitting a tree, has come up 60 feet short. Just not a full committed throw. Andrew, oh, look at this.
That looked like a run.
A little bit of twizzle.
Yeah.
But a nice shot. Chris, he was
checking
no need.
scores, walking down this fairway. He knew that if he had just played it safe on this hole, got a nice easy birdie on hole 18, he'd be sitting nice for day 2.
And Kyle's in for the birdie.
Yeah, a great shot there.
And that brings Kyle to 7 under for the round.
And I just have this little tiny straddle out from the tree. And that was just misfocused there. I was thinking about my grip a little too much, and then was just like, just throw it already. It's easy, and pulled it to the right.
I try to.
And I immediately walked back. I'm like, what the heck was that?
You look back at it, how could you even miss it? But the way you set that up, I already knew the result before you let go of the disc. That's a bummer.
Yeah.
And on to hole 18, this is the hardest birdie to get on the course without question. Maybe not the hardest scoring average because you're not going to see really big numbers, but this is 767 feet of just uphill the whole way, a low ceiling tee shot.
Yeah.
This is a very tough hole. There you go. That ceiling forcing Kyle a nice release, just too low.
Mm-hmm. And Andrew just hitting this gap. He feels most confident in this shot.
Oh, no.
But he leaks it high as well.
And par is a good score now.
Yeah. Here I have a little bit of frustration added onto my drive and absolutely crush it.
Oh, yeah. This is the height you're looking for, and then the distance that you're not looking for because no one else is throwing it that far. The distance you're looking for is about 50 feet short of that if you really can throw far.
Yeah. This is about the distance you're looking for here. A nice lace drive with Chris's D2.
That's where good shots land.
Right in the middle.
Where you went is unrealistic. And Marweed actually fortunate to get to a place where he can get a full throw, full run up, and he's going with a big roller. Mm-hmm. And this is tight, and this is heading uphill. Yeah. And this needs to get down. Okay, I don't know if there's quite a bit of space off to the right.
There is.
But you never know. And we'll never know because he landed safe. But that could have potentially rolled into the street.
Kyle throwing his cloud breaker, just trying to flip it up and ride it over to the right.
Yeah.
Just didn't get it over. And that's going to hyzer out to Circle 2's edge.
Yeah. Would be certainly a highlight putt if you can make one from out there to finish the round.
Mm-hmm. Dickerson just looking to get up and down.
What a great drive. He's pushed this one right. And he's going long. Wow, outside the circle long.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to do on this long par 4.
No kidding.
Here I got my rock 3, just trying to hang it out to the right and have it drift back in.
And this is going long, and that's something that you've done a lot in your life.
Yeah, but inside circle putt, just to have a nice clean score at the end of the round. Whoa, okay. A little wider than I would have probably put it, but good result there from Andrew Marweed with his Simpsons pig.
Simpsons pig. Oh my God, spider pig.
Oh
does whatever the spider pig does.
Spider pig sits next to the basket.
Can the pig spin a web? No, he can't. He's a pig.
But look out.
And
He's aspiring.
Dickerson, knowing that was for the hot round in, shoots. Okay. Well, there's a lot of misses going on right now. Let's see if Kyle can get off the miss train and finish his par. He did!
Yay!
And a par for Kyle Klein. He'll finish at 7 under. Marweed with a nice solid round, bogey free, tapping this one here to get to 11 under.
We're topping out my par to finish at 6 under par for the round. A lot left out there, but
Yeah. But 2 rounds left as we have got a tie at the top with 3 players shooting 11 under. Chris Dickerson, Andrew Marweed, myself at 11.
yeah.
Willie Prince and Austin Hannum. Austin really falling off after the 8 down on the first 9.
Yeah.
Only able to shoot a couple down on the back 9, but he's at 10 down, which is a very respectable round. But it is tight at the top of the leaderboard. There are 9 players within 4 strokes of the lead heading into round 2 at Brewer Park. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you then.